I'll just be a second, send some messages. So this is the first stream I did since Saturday. On Saturday we were mostly just playing levels. So this is our first proper create stream, which is quite interesting because we never really done it before. I mean, we messed around with a create stream a long time ago once the beta was out, once the restrictions were lifted. But we were just messing around. Now let's see if we can actually make something. If we do this once a week, every Tuesday, let's see what we can come up with by the end. Hey Red Stool, how are you? Going to try and do a create stream today instead of a play stream. See if it's popular, see if people are interested. I'm not going to try and make anything amazing, but we're just going to have fun and see what we can come up with. I'm just sending some messages here. So how are you? How is your dreams creations going? Right, I tweeted that out. Let's see. Alright, so let's just get into it, right? So, I wasn't sure what kind of game that I should make for the first game, the first community made game. And I asked around a few friends, and it seemed like most people wanted to create some kind of Resident Evil survival horror type of thing. So I thought, first of all, I would check and see what was actually available in the Dreamiverse, just to see what I could work with before I had to actually make anything. I can't actually sculpt anything yet, but everything will be community led. But I'll get the design and the level layout and all those kind of things sorted. Doing a stream like this would help to give direct advice. Yeah, it would actually. You can help me on the logic and things. That's another thing I want to do in the future, like whenever I do a create stream. If you want to make something on your own and just send it to me, and it's like you're part of the stream. So maybe someone is watching the stream and then we say, oh, we need to build this character, then someone can build it and send it to us at the same time in the stream, at least until online multiplayer arrives, and then we won't have to send people things. But it's the same thing, if you see anything that we need and you want to be part of the stream, you could easily do something with the logic. You fixed my PS4 problem now with a new hard drive and working on stuff again. Oh, that's good. Hopefully you didn't lose too much of your progress, because I know you've got a lot of things you were working on, and it's not easy to remake all over again. It's very, very complicated. So I don't know if you like survival horror or Resident Evil. I think you do. So this is what I found so far. So we've got the Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3, and then we've got the same creator made the PlayStation 1 version of the original game, and then we've got a little nemesis here. Quite funny, the scale and things. I just thought I'd put it down just to show everyone what it looked like. I thought it looked quite funny. And then we've got Birkin, who's in the middle of a transformation here, which I thought was quite nice. And if you actually put this into play mode, it actually does a little animation and just starts having a fit, and it's got a nice little sound effect and stuff. So some of these characters, they already have some pre-made animations and things like that, which is quite nice. And then this one, we've got Mr. X, very small Mr. X. I'll need to scale him up. Compared to the other characters, he's a bit small, but this is probably one of the first Resident Evil characters that I've seen in Dreams that I thought was actually pretty well detailed. And then this one, this isn't really Resident Evil related. I just typed in survival horror, and this was one of the models that popped up, and I thought it looked quite cool. We could probably use it for an enemy down the line. But like I said, everything that we use from the community, nothing's set in stone. It's just to give us a basis, get us some building blocks, so that when we want to create our own stuff, or if there's anyone from the community that wants to build us a character or help us to animate something or do some logic, then we can always replace some of these things. But that's just what I found so far. I thought it was quite cool. And then I also found this one, this Jill Valentine, and I think if you compare to this one, both very good, but I feel like this one is more cartoony, whereas this one, it's very, very well detailed. I would probably prefer to use this one if I was to make a Resident Evil game. And I was quite sad because I went to check for other Resident Evil characters like Chris Redfield and Albert Wesker and you name it. I couldn't find anyone. So when I learn how to sculpt, I'll definitely try and make some more Resident Evil characters, because the game needs more Resident Evil characters. And there's not even that many Silent Hill characters. There's maybe a couple, but not so much. I do like horror. I was thinking of making a version of Five Nights at Freddy's using horror characters. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You know, I've never actually played Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe I should, but there's so many these days. I mean, do you start with the first game and work your way up, or do you just start with the latest game? I don't know how it works. But I did play a lot of people who made Little Big Planet versions of Five Nights at Freddy's, and they were pretty good, pretty well detailed. And I got the idea of the game. You use the power to shut off the doors and things. But if you can make something like that in Dreams, I think that would be, saves me finding the game. I can just play it on Dreams. Hey Mr. Lulz, how are you today? Are you having a good time? Are you making anything in Dreams? Have you played anything nice in Dreams lately? We're just having a look at some Resident Evil collections here, because we're going to try our best to make a survival horror, and sadly we don't have a huge range of community creations. So if anyone wants to build us anything for the survival horror, it doesn't need to be good, it just needs to be fun, right? And the only other things I found were, I found the Resident Evil voice, which I thought was quite cool. And then I also found someone made the save room theme from Resident Evil 2, which I thought was quite nice. Hey Danny8 Games, nice to see you again. You've got even more levels for me. Oh great. Daniel Odyssey demo, is this the sequel? Nice. Well, don't worry, on Saturday I'm going to play more levels. Today we're just going to create, but on Saturday we'll play more levels and we'll play your your sequel, because we had a lot of fun playing your Daniel level last Saturday. It was pretty cool. I'm good, that's good to hear. I'm waiting till I get move controllers. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I actually have one move controller that I had from the PS3, and technically I just need to get one more controller, but for some reason it's very hard to find one single controller. I think they only sell them in a pack of 2 because of the VR headset, so it means I have to spend a bit more money, unfortunately, to get both of the controllers. Well, next year, probably around February, I'm going to get some move controllers, practice, learn how to sculpt, because I feel like right now I'm only relying on community assets, great assets, and I would recommend everyone to use the community assets when you're planning out a game, just to get the level design and everything all working before you actually waste a lot of time sculpting, and you may never use whatever it was that you sculpt. Save your levels. I am in Pizza Odyssey. Oh, nice! I love it. Pizza Odyssey. You should keep making sequels until you until you can't do anything else. I also found this. This is it's basically like a third person demo. Let me just show you here. So like you can run around, you can shoot, you can aim. So I was trying to find a default puppet that had this control system already set up. It saves me trying to make one because I'm not good with logic, and this is pretty cool. So you can just kill some guys and walk around, you can aim. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted. So right now, when we're building the survival horror, we'll probably use this. So obviously the puppet doesn't look good. We're not exactly Jill Valentine, but at least it'll allow us to walk around, shoot enemies, see what works. And right now we can focus mostly on building the environments really, and trying to flesh out the levels. So really I just want to know what some of your ideas are. If do you like survival horror games or horror games? Even if you don't, I mean, we just want to make a fun game really. So you've got some things that make a survival horror game. We have to have ammunition that we pick up. We have to make a game where you need to have some light puzzles, some exploration, maybe some backtracking, and obviously the horror element is pretty important too. So if you get any ideas, just let me know and we'll go with the flow here. I'm probably not going to use many of these. I'm probably going to delete some of them. I just thought I'd put them out at the start to show you some different things. But right now I'm just going to focus on trying to make a short little level, some level design. Hey Gribble Grunger, how are you today? It's nice to see you again. Today we're going to try and do a create stream, which may go well, it may not go well, because I don't really create under pressure. So we're just going to try and make a simple survival horror game, not all in one stream obviously. We're going to make it every Tuesday, just do a little bit every time. But mostly I'm just looking for suggestions from the community, what you want to see from the gameplay, the level design, the story, the characters. We'll flesh things out, just have fun. And then we'll get back to the regular play stream on Saturday. So what are you thinking? Do you think we can find something that's in a mansion, or do you think we should do the whole Resident Evil 3 thing where we go through a city? I mean, or a warehouse? I don't know exactly. I'm going to have to just find some different assets and see what we can actually use. It's a bit hit or miss. Sometimes you'll find things that people have made, other times it's really difficult. I'm great, thanks. Wringing out everything I can while people are clearly on their winter break. Yeah, it seems like it. Everyone's travelling or just froze to death. I would start with an old school resi camera angle that can trigger. Now that sounds like some logic that I'm going to have to figure out. Right now I'm not going to do fixed cameras because I think it might take me a while to get it looking good. But if you want to join in the stream and create some cameras for us, by all means. I'm just going to see, can I put this down here? There's too much detail. Right, I'm going to have to delete some of these. So I'm not actually going to use these. I was just picking them out really. I'll get rid of these as well. So we've got one here, which I think she's... oh, wrong item. This Jill Valentine's probably the most detailed. That's the one we'll aim to use her once I know how to transfer the aiming system over to this puppet. But I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing logic because I'm not very good at logic and I'll just waste everyone's time. So can we put that scene down now? Oh, look how high that is, 69%. It's crazy high. And all the lighting's automatically done for us, so we literally can't see anything. Right, where did the guy put the lights? Right, there they are. I found them. They're over here. Right. Hold on, I just want to get rid of some of this stuff. Thunder, slow traffic. Slow traffic? Piano rain, and my camera. Don't think we need that camera. Yeah, I don't know if this this city is going to be very good for us. It's a nice little start, I suppose. Maybe if we put some zombies in here, it's possible. Maybe if we make this guy a zombie. Right, hold on, I'm just going to try and... Oh. See, I hate when I have to go into other people's creations because I don't know how they're set up exactly. Camera is easy. Trigger zone, camera angle. Yeah, I suppose it is. I just need to figure out what character I'm going to use, because the aiming system, I'll have to design an aiming system, which could take a bit longer. Let me get rid of this camera for now. I'm getting the Move controllers this Christmas. Oh, that's pretty good. So you'll be able to start practicing your sculpting. Maybe you can help us to sculpt some things. Take a look at Happy Boy 1986 for some interesting and cheap assets for building an RPG world. He's already got one up and running, but the pieces are available to remix. Oh, very nice. Let me see if I can... if he has anything that we can use for now. I assume you can just search people's names here. It's not just the name of the asset, right? I think it is the asset though. Let me see. Happy Boy 1986. Ah, it's this guy, right? Alright. Let's see. So he's got a bunch of different assets. I think I played this stream before. Right, let me see what's he made. Right, he's got some little characters here. Some chocolate. Top down, so good for top down games. A Borderlands style environment. Oh, very nice. It's nicely cel shaded. It does look pretty accurate. Strawberry. We've got some basic puppets there for you. Some doors. We could probably use some doors. That's always handy, especially if we can do the whole classic Resident Evil. Open up the doors. Bunch of different blocks, tree trunks, very Minecraft style. Yeah, he's got a lot of these. Some stairs, some tombstones, some gravestones. That'll be quite. It might come in handy. Some windows, some fences, bone heaps. That'll be good for a horror game. Well, so we've got some vines, tables, chairs, bookshelves. He's thought of everything. There's lots. I think a skeleton. I think that would be pretty cool. That's nice. Modular. Is that a, I thought that was a keyboard there. He's got a lot of assets. He's definitely someone to check out. What is that? William Spear or William Spare? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, that's pretty cool as well. You need to pick Dreamers. His Minecraft-like collection is very good. Yeah, he's made a lot of these kind of things. Maybe that's what we can do one stream. We can try and make an RPG, Minecraft-style RPG. I guess it's good to find creators who specialise in certain asset buildings, because it saves you a lot of time having to make all these for yourself. So you said you had to search for Dreamers. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. That would make more sense. See, I don't even look at these tabs. I just go straight here. My creations. I think Dreamers should maybe go here, but I don't usually use the other tabs. So this city is. Let me see if I can duplicate. It takes up a lot of memory though. I don't think I'm going to use it. Far too much memory. Right, let me see if I can get a brick wall. Right. Some nice detailed brick walls here. I guess the first one will do. That was before you found him. Yeah, I found him the hard way. I had to find the asset and then find him, when really I should have just checked for the Dreamers, pretty much. Right, what kind of wall can we use here? Right, that's kind of an unfinished wall. It's made a lot of walls. Or individual bricks. If you want to be a bricklayer in Dreams, now your dreams can come true. Right, this is going to be a really rough and awful design, right? See, this is what I do when I make stuff, right? I just like put them down like really quickly because I don't really care too much about detail until afterwards, when I can like go back and retweak certain things. Maybe you guys have a different way of creating, but this is how I do it. I always use the default floor as well. Just stretch it out, gives me more room to work with. And yeah, just go with the flow really. Right, so if you ever remembered Resident Evil 3, I think you start off Resident Evil 3 in an alleyway, right? So let's just assume that we're in an alleyway, right? That seems like a good width, right? Lucius Stew makes extremely cheap walls. Cheap and dirty. Yeah, I know you mean the thermal, but yeah, it's not a criticism. He makes good walls, good but affordable walls. That's his motto. But it's nice. It saves me having to make all these things because I don't have time to make walls. Do they not have a way to like click things in place? Yeah, they do. I can use the grid. I've got the grid here, so if I wanted I could just snap it in place like that, easy. The only reason why I didn't is because I just throw everything down at once, you know, like a child, just to see how everything works together, and then once I get a rough idea, then I can go, okay, let's start to structure it. Because if you start structuring every detail and then you find out later, oh no wait, it's actually better if we change this wall or the position, and then you've just wasted your time, you know, getting everything so accurate. Yeah, there's a grid. Well, I just noticed the answer to your question right there. Yep, you've got a grid, and the good thing about the grid is you can do bigger grids, smaller grids, whatever detail you're looking for. You can keep things upright so they don't fall over. There's loads of things, but normally I would use the grid. Just right now I'm trying to throw something together, you know. Right, so what do we need in an alleyway? We need a... See, this is where I feel like my British dictionary gets in the way, because you need to type things that might not exist, you know, like a dumpster. Like, we don't say dumpster, but maybe that's what's been made, right? Let me see. So here we've got dumpster. See, I would never say dumpster. Right, let's see. I think the classic Resident Evil one was green. But look at the size of that. Who makes an asset that huge? I can probably bring it down myself, but I'm sure I can find another one. Gentleman Tom, he makes a lot of good stuff. Let's use his. Right, there we got our wee dumpster that can go in there. Yeah, I agree, it's best to block it out first and then consider detail later. Not that I've had much time to do much creating, but I am working on finding more time for that. Yeah, it'll be good. Maybe we should do a stream. It'll be good. I don't really get to see too many people making create streams, so it'll be nice to get some tips to see how different creators actually make things together, you know. Right, so we've got our wee dumpster here, right? Can we get some, let's call them trash bags, not bin bags, because maybe I can't find bin bags in Dreams. Right. Oh, someone's actually made a good pile here, so I don't actually need to... Ah, that's quite nice. Lots of detail already for me. Perfect. It's perfect. So if we just like stick that there or something, you know. Let me just get round here so I can see what I'm doing. Maybe flip it round that way. That's quite nice. Saves me a lot of time. But not everything's aligned though, hold on. See, this is when you need the grid, but screw it. See, that box is too high, everything else isn't. Right, there we go. So already we're getting a nice little alleyway here, you know. We've got some shoddy workmanship on the wall, but you can forgive me for that. Right, so we've got the dumpster, we've got a pile of trash. What else do we need? Do we need like a wire fence maybe for to get out of here? Maybe it's an alleyway that doesn't have a wire fence. Let me just have a see. Have a check. Wire fence, it's there. I had a junkie sitting leaning on the dumpster. Alright, has the junkie, is he dead? Is he infected? Yeah, I'm just going to be doing some creating streams. It's just that I've been busy redoing my YouTube vids to make sure there's nothing YouTube can construe as kid friendly. Ah, okay. So you've started to swear a little more in your videos just to make sure that they don't take you off for being kid friendly. That's the way to go. Right, I'm gonna like quickly put this fence down here, right? Oh, that's quite a small fence. I don't even know if we need this fence, right? I'm just putting it here just because I remember in Resident Evil 2 there was one of these, so maybe we can use this. Right, so you're talking about your junkie, right? We're already not kid friendly now that we're talking about junkies. Can we actually search junkie? Did someone actually make a junkie? Just a song. The guy is called Audio Junkie. Right, well, I don't even know what I could substitute to get a junkie, like a homeless person maybe? If someone's made that. Aye, there's a lot of people actually. Yeah, just a dead junkie with a needle hanging out his arm. I've actually seen needles in Dreams, so it's not out of the question to put a needle in. I have done a couple of times for a laugh, but the main problem is because I'm family friendly, I put family friendly and kid friendly in all of my tags. Okay. Yeah, there's a fine line between family friendly and kid friendly. Kid friendly is even more, you know. You have to cater to like the 3-year-olds. I'll need to check my analytics to see what audience I actually have. I think most people have like older teenagers, people in their mid-20s, all the way up. I don't think I have many 7-year-olds watching. I'll need to check the analytics. Just another 200 vids to go. 200? Are you trying to hit a target? Right, so what the hell was this? I thought that was a guy with no head. Right, so we've got this guy. Maybe he looks a bit homeless Jack. So Jack's from Resident Evil, right? What the hell was that? It's like the mask. If you remember the mask. An M&M with the mask on. That's quite nice. We should put him in as like an Easter egg, you know? Oh no, I hate this. See what I hate this when you put something in. Yeah, that was quite funny. I'll need to make something with that later. Right, don't go off track here. Right, I can put the Simpsons house in as well. I don't know what that has to do with being homeless, but all right. Right, so let's go with homeless Jack. His gameplay's quite high. I don't know if he's meant to be a playable character or something. Why is he so shiny? It's like he's wearing metal clothes. Right, I don't know if... Let me see. We've got this guy as well. See, this guy's not shiny. This guy probably fits a bit better. And then we've got this one, whatever this is. Right, he's over there. That's what I hate as well, when you get community assets and they appear like away over there, and sometimes they appear and I can't even find where they are. I don't know why, if that's a glitch with the game or if people are just saving them in weird positions. Right, this guy looks quite funny. It's like a rocker, but he's got barely any detail in his face. Right, I think we're going to go with... Oh, a bit of lag there. I think we're going to go with this guy. Right. I'll just put him here, right? I'll position him in a second. That's how many more I've got to redo. 200 videos? You have to redo your whole channel? I didn't know you had to redo every video. I thought you could just go into your channel settings and it just did it automatically. That's a pain. From what I've heard, swearing and saying not kid friendly doesn't work. This video is not kid friendly. Right, let's see. Hey, your long shadows, how are you today? It's a homerless home. Oh, good one, nice pun there. You beat me to it, yeah. Search for the ring girl, maybe. Let me see. Ring girl. No, just a girl with a pearl earring. She's not too... Well, she is a little bit frightening. What would you... Maybe like horror girl or something? Because people are trying to avoid copyright, they change the names. Right, that is not horror. Come on. The little girl, horror. Oh, this is a scene. She doesn't have a face, that's the problem. What is this? A barbecue quest? She's too cute. What is that? It's like a teddy bear. It's quite cute. Can't see her face. Emo. Oh, that looks quite good. That'll be good for a zombie thing. I don't know what Gumi means, but... Alright, she's over here. That'll be quite good. Oh, the camera's going a bit crazy. Let's put her here. She's got an awfully thin waist. She's obviously been on the diet, you know. That's pretty cool. We can use her, right? She can block the exit, right? She's just waiting for you to come down there. Right, and we've got this guy, right, hold on. I need to try and make it look... Whoa, don't cross your legs. Whoa, whoa! This is why it's so hard to like animate some characters when you've not rigged them yourself. Look at that! What is going on? This guy is drunk. Right, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to do one leg at a time, right? doing them both at the same time, it just was not working out for me. Right. Right, so he's sitting down, right? Let me just put him down here now, right? I'll fix the rest of the body in a second. Oh, great. Right, let me bring his leg down a bit more. Right. We're not really going to see his hand, right, but maybe if I put him over like that. Right. That looks good, right? You know what? I should like delete the arm, right? And just say the arm get like eaten off or something, right? Maybe if I can I keep that top part? Right. We'll say his arm got eaten off, right? And this is the only arm he's got left. Now that is a masterpiece, right? I'm so lazy, I'm not even going to make blood. I'm going to see if I can find an arm, like a really horrible looking arm. Someone's actually made an arm. Oh, and it actually does have the blood on it, look. Keanu Reeves made this, nice. It's quite high thermal wise, but what? I hate when people change the light. Hold on. Delete this stuff. There we go. Yes, I had to redo every single video. I've tried the auto redo, but for some reason it doesn't work with vids uploaded from the PS4. Oh, that's a pain. So what happens to the videos that you don't redo? Does YouTube just block them from being used? Or are you just changing them as a precaution just in case they do something about it? Girls these days with their fad diets, yeah, exactly. How you doing, Swickful? Nice to see you again. That looks good, yeah. You just need some gore. Put a can and a can opener next to him just to rub it in, yeah. Oh, you can actually take off each individual limb. That's cool. What does this microchip do? Oh look, you can do different poses. Thumbs up. Stretch. Oh nice. What was he doing? Was he pointing at something? Was he making a fist? Let me see, I'll move this here, right. So he was trying to pick something up. He's making a fist. He was pointing. I don't even know how to work this. Okay, it'll be fine. Yeah, let's put the arm back, right. We just need to forget that it's the wrong arm, right? Because it's actually his right arm, but who's going to know? No one's looking at that kind of detail, you know. I just have to like take the hand off, right? And then well done. It's huge. Unless I put the arm over there, like the zombie has the arm or something, I don't know. Or would they do that? Maybe they would just eat the arm where it was, I don't know. Hold on, let me put it down here. How big is his arm? It's a bit big. Hold on. Looks like a child's arm now. Let me see, make it a bit bigger. That'll be fine. Right, so his arm get chopped off, right? Let me see if I can just like take it apart. There we go. There we go. Put the hand, I don't know, on his shoe or something. There you go. It's like the Addams Family. If anyone wants to make the Addams Family, you just need to get a hand and dismember it. Right, so we've got some things here. I just need to put like a pile of blood or something. I don't know what YouTube will do. I'm just being careful. Yeah, it's best to be careful. I'm just too lazy to do it, I'm afraid. Flip it, yeah. Makes me want to do a surreal horror where a giant arm comes at you, then you chop it off and blood starts pouring in, filling the room you're in. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Sick. To answer the door there. So what you were saying, the giant arm comes at you, then you chop it off and blood starts pouring in, filling the room you're in. Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. I'm still waiting to see how far you can take the blood in Dreams before Media Molecule decide, no, that's too much gore. We need to test that. Maybe that's what we can do here. We can make the most violent, the most gory dream ever and see if we get banned. I think that's what we need to aim for. You should put his penis, what? In the zombie's mouth? Well, how am I going to find a penis? I don't think I can find one, right? I'm not even going to search for one. As soon as I search for one, Media Molecule are going to come down hard on me. If you want to make one, then you can make one, but I'm not going to spend time detailing that. Maybe a stump. That'll be good for me. Now we just need a nice pool of blood next to it. Yeah, that's the next task. Got to pop off to get some footage back after I'm finished. Alright, take care. See you when you're back. Just make it very clear that it's strawberry jam. Yeah. This strawberry jam tastes a lot like iron. Right, let's see if I can put in a blood thing. Blood splatter. That looks good enough, right? Oh. A blood splat. Oh, I think I used this in one of my levels that I haven't released yet. Except I changed the colour because I wanted it to be an alien, so I changed it to like a green-yellow colour. But it's good, it goes like... Maybe if you shoot someone in the head, I can activate it, and I think that's a good asset. If you've never used it, you should use it. Look, I'll show you. Oh, hold on, I need to get out of the... I'll put it down here. Right, watch this. Just give it a sound effect, and that'll be a good headshot when you kill the zombie. Right, I'm going to put the blood splat down now. I guess this blood splat... Look how high that is now. Our graphics are at 102%. How is that possible? I thought it can only go to 100%. We're at 102. I don't know how we managed that. Well, what we need to do is we need to... Before we put any blood down, we need to optimise. What is taking up the most space? The floor. It's always the floor. The floor that's so basic, it has nothing there. Put a brown splat next to his ass. Yeah. Put some on his chin. Yeah, I can just change the colour. It should be easy. I think in terms of censorship, blood on its own is fine, but in the context of killing someone with gallons of blood may be an issue, right? So that's what we need to aim for. We need to try and make as much blood come out of someone as we possibly can. Look how crazy high this floor is. It's insane. It's insane. And look, that hand itself, it actually takes up a lot of memory. Yeah, we're gonna have to reduce the detail a lot, a lot. Take some off the arm. The bone as well, you can't really see that bone, so that's just wasting assets. I don't know how basic this is going to make the guy look, but we we have no choice really. The thing is though, once we make this scene, we could make the alleyway, and then once you leave the alleyway it loads up a brand new scene, so we can still put a lot of detail in. We just have to create some loading screens between it all, you know. Look how high that hand is. We probably should just delete that hand actually. It's probably not worth it. Get rid of the boots. I'm just trying to be careful that I don't overdo it. It should be fine. That zombie over there, she's using up quite a lot. Don't want to reduce the detail too much though, because if it starts to look a bit bad, then it defeats the purpose. Right, I'll try and keep the guts the way they are. Maybe just a little bit. Right, hopefully that's alright. Right, so we got it down. So we can put our blood back in there. I'll definitely need to create some of my own assets to try and optimise all of this. Right, there we got some blood. Right, I don't think he bled that much, did he? Hold on. Let's put some blood there, right. Right, that looks alright. Oh. Just make it like he was dragged over there, you know. Put some blood on the... Just need to fix this so it looks like blood. Yeah, it looks kinda okay. Let's put a bit more up here where his head is. I just need to like straighten them up a bit. It was easier on LBP because you could just stick things down and they automatically stick. Maybe you can do that in Dreams if you hold down a certain button, but I've not really played around with the flex that much. So there we go. We've got some gore. I just need to put some where his arm used to be. Put it in here. Oh, my arm. Yeah, you don't have an arm anymore. That's what you get. Oh, I just need to delete some of those. There we go, get a bloody man. Any story about how the zombies are what they are? No, absolutely nothing. We have absolutely no story whatsoever. You could make this a really serious story or a ridiculous story. It's up to you. Why you think the zombies are here? If it was a virus, if people used Wi-Fi too much, I don't know. But whatever way, they're coming for us. Yeah, don't worry, we will play Daniel's Odyssey, but we're going to play it on Saturday. I promise, on Saturday, because that's going to be the play stream, and you'll get your full exposure. Don't worry. You can get nice looking blood by just using the splat fleck on the paint mode. Yeah, but I'm so lazy. I haven't even explored the paint mode. There's so many different ones. The splat fleck, what one is that? This one. Yeah, it does look good. Then we can just change the colour to red, right? Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? Put some right on his face, right in his eyeball. There you go. Oh my! My eye! What happened? Just went all black there. Boom! Maybe he has a runny nose as well. I think that would make it more realistic. So you put all this effort in, but when people play this game, are they actually going to care about this homeless guy? Are they going to take the time to look at all the detail and try to piece together a story of why exactly he's like this? Or are people going to be like, nah, I'm just going to run ahead and shoot some zombies? You know? There you go. It's got a bloody nose, right? Just need to fix the angle. But you get what it is, you get it. You know, I'll see, once you get a taste for blood, it's very difficult not to take it to the extreme. Now I want him to have like a big gash in the head, you know? Big bullet. Right, I think that's enough. Yeah, no problem. But like I said, on Saturday we're going to play a lot of levels. Just that today we're going to be creating 4 levels. Danny, what happened to the 51 level epic you're so well known for? I know we're so disappointed that it's only 4 levels. But having said that, it's probably like 4 levels, and each level is like 4 hours long. So he's just trying to trick us into thinking that it's short, but it's actually extremely long. And he probably made those 4 levels. What we last played the game like 3 days ago, and he probably made all those levels in 3 days. I have no doubt about that. Hey, can you give a shout out to JCalstar1? That person has been helping me out and made me 2 characters. Yeah, he's actually been in the stream on Saturday, and he showed off a lot of his characters. He makes a lot of cartoon characters, Pokemon, Sly Raccoon, these kind of things. They're quite good. These are all just pre-made assets, but it looks so good. Yeah, this is, everything here is just what other people made. The Jill Valentine is probably the best one I've seen so far. Like the detail, the colours, everything's really good. If I can get her playable at some point, we're going to have to make a decision if we're going to go old school Resident Evil and do the cameras, like put a camera here and then another camera like here and then a camera here or something, or if we're going to go the whole Resident Evil 4 behind the shoulder. Hold on, I'll turn around. So you imagine if you're playing the game and the camera's like here maybe, then we can shoot her from far away. That means you can have more control of the camera. You can have a wee look round to see what's going on. But every good video game has to have something to block the path, right? So we need to block this path. You cannot go through here. That is a rule. It's a written rule. Let me just get a couple of these right. Just to stop people. So now when people go around, they go, oh, we can't go back that way because the trash is there. Because in video games you're not allowed to jump over things. It's illegal, you know. I think that looks good so far. So right, we can't go back. Just need to fix that a wee bit. There we go. Should put like an item here. Maybe he had the key or something to some item. That way if people ignore him, they miss the key and then they have to come back and then he gets more attention. She's the mansion Resident Evil, yeah. Earlier in the stream there's actually other Jill Valentines. I'll show you here. Right, so this is the one I used because this one's like really detailed. This creator, I hope this person makes the rest of the Resident Evil cast. Here we've got a really old looking Jill Valentine. If you want to see what she looks like when she's been aged in Death Stranding, this is probably it. This is the other version, so this is the Resident Evil 3 version, and this same person made another Jill Valentine with the Resident Evil 1 version. More cartoony, more simple. That's why I went with this one, just because of the detail for now, because it does look really good. Maybe put a few beer bottles next to the homeless man. Yeah, I'll check that out. Hey Nivi Artist, how are you? Are you having a good day? You know, maybe you could create some assets for us in the future. You know, I'm just saying. You know, you're pretty good at art. Right now we're just using pre-made stuff, and we're trying to get by on doing that before I practice on how to make my own stuff. But so far the scene's come together quite well. And it's so easy, you just have to search for these things. Right, beer bottles. Definitely old school resi, right, old school resi. I'm going to have to learn how to make the logic. Put a document next to him. What does the document say? Is it anything related to the homeless man, or is it something to do with something else? Use the fog gadget. It's better for blocked off areas. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll probably go through, once we do all the lighting, I'll put some of the fog down, just so it doesn't block our vision. I know you can use studio view, but I'm just going to keep the light the way it is just now. No, we don't need anything, to be honest, in particular. It's just, I said at the beginning of the stream that people can ask and tell me what they want, and I'll try and find it in the community. Right now I can't make anything because I don't have any experience sculpting, and it probably will take me too long. So I said if there's any viewers that want to contribute to the stream, but they in more ways than just the chat, if they want to jump on Dreams and they want to make something, and then they could say, hey, I've just finished this character or this object, and then I'll just search for it, boom, there it's there, and it's in the stream, you know. And it doesn't have to be something that you work on for weeks, it could be something you made in like 20 minutes, you know. But we're just going with the flow here. If you can think of anything that you want to add, I'll search for it, but the problem is if we can't find it in the search, then we either need to make it ourselves or look for an alternative. Can we find beer in this game? Let me just put in bottle, maybe it's better, maybe it's easier. What kind of bottle? Can we get beer bottle? There's no beer bottle. Oh, there is. It just took a while to load. Root beer. I guess that's what we can use right now, or this one. Let me go for, if this looks any good. Oh, these are quite big bottles, aren't they? Huge. It's quite dark. Maybe I should go with the green one. The brown bottle. Now that is huge. Right, hold on, let me just fix that. Oh. We could probably redo the label at some point. Right, I'll put a few bottles down here. I just noticed there's actually a bottle in this junk heap that we could have used. Save us some thermal. Right. Put one there. This was his last ever beer. Just stick that there. Put some rolling around. It's completely undamaged from the blood. Right. I've uploaded beer bottles and cigarette stubs. Interesting. Because I don't see it when I check beer bottle. Let me just search for your name, maybe it's easier. Smashed bottles. If there's no smashed bottles, I can maybe make it myself. Just delete some stuff. After all that blood and death, I'm sure the bottle would be smashed. Yeah, maybe at least one bottle would be smashed. Poor homeless guy, yeah, he died, unfortunately. Right at the beginning of the game, so... it's not good. You're just being anal. Oh, you're being realistic. Right, let me see. We're going to go for Swickful. Right, we want top quality bottles here. Let me see. Right, get some cigarettes here. A subbed one or a lit one. Right, let's put this down here, right. It's going to be so small in the scene, but every detail counts, right. So he was smoking a big fat one before he met his demise, right. Just stick it there, you know, and then you'll know your cigarette bud was there the whole time. Right, let me see if I can find the bottles. Maybe you could use a brick as well as a weapon, you know. At some point someone can use a brick. Right, but I'll just leave it there for just now, right. Bottle. Ah, it's a bullet, not a bottle. Hold on. I don't see the bottle. I only see the cigarettes. Yeah, the bottle's not there. Unless it's private, maybe. But the cigarette's there, you know. Let's give one last cigarette. Right. One final cigarette before he passed on. There you go. Enjoy. It's a bit big, hold on. Nice. I'm probably not going to keep that there. I'll probably take that away at some point, but for now we can leave it there. Give Jill, you know, this is the image that Capcom do not want, but we're going to do it because we can. Right, and it's always got to be an angled cigarette. It can never just be like in the middle. Always has to be like angled. There we go, Jill Valentine. Enjoying a wee cigarette, eh? Nice. There you go. Now she's much more badass now that she can smoke. Nice. I need to put that inside the model if I want it to stay with her actually. Hold on. Well, I'm taking this very seriously. Right. I don't even know if I have to group these, but we're going to group them, right? So if we... it's because I've got him set to the automatic. Right, next time we play as Jill Valentine, right, she's going to be smoking. But we're going to take it off before we release, but for now she's smoking. put a I love to party hat on him. This homeless guy is getting all the detail, by the way. I don't think the rest of the level has to be as detailed as this homeless man. Right, hold on, I need to go back to the Dreamiverse. Right, let me read the rest of these before I keep going. Yeah, I don't think I published it. Yeah, you should publish it because we can use it. Don't forget a sign or turned over shopping cart. Oh, that's good. Right, so we need a hat that says I love to party. We need to put a note down, and we don't know what the note says, but we need a note. We need the sign or the shopping cart. Someone should make a Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory level. Well, someone could. I've always wanted a Edward Scissorhands level, the mansion. Need at least one rat in the scene, right? So we need some animals. No, change the fag for a toothpick. Does Jill have the toothpick? What the hell? There's like donuts here. So we need shopping cart, toothpicks. Oh, it's a hashtag. It's not really a toothpick, but we can make it work, right? Can I delete these? Oh, no. I don't think I can use it. If we need to, I'll make a toothpick later. It shouldn't be so hard. Right, hold on. Right, let me see if there's any hats. Right, a hat or a cap. Got a hat. Oh, it was Christmas Eve, and sadly, that was one night that he had to forget. Right. So he thought he was having a great day, but then suddenly disaster struck. Right. Just put that on his head there, right? Right, there you go. Is that good? Merry Christmas, everyone. Let me just have a look to see what the other hats are first. Pokemon hats, baseball hats, top hat, a wizard hat, a feathered hat, alright, a fedora, a cop hat. Nice, nice. I think we need this for Jill. I think she needs a top hat. Just for now. Just to give her a little more presence on top of her beret, you know. It's like a hat on a hat. It's never been done before until now. Right? There you go. There you go. Perfect! The hat. It's a new trend. Right, what else? We need the shopping cart. Did someone make a shopping cart? Yep, they did. Right, what has the lowest thermal? 40%? No way. 6%, it looks quite shiny. I like this one. This one's 6% too. This one has things in it, but the things are quite high. And some guy called Colin, maybe he works with the shopping carts. Right, let me get this one. This one looks quite nice. Right, we need a shopping cart, but we need to like... Someone's knocked it over. Put it on this side, right, just to give you a little bit of an obstacle. Right, we'll put it like that, right. Maybe there can be a couple of shopping carts, maybe one's upright. If this was Dead Rising, you could use that shopping cart to knock out the zombie. Right, I'm sure we can fix the placement and stuff later, right? But then we've got some shopping carts. And then we need a rat. Do we have a rat? A cute little rat. I suppose the rat's quite small, you're probably not going to see it. Oh, what the hell is that? Sonic. A rat that can walk. Oh, what the hell is that? A pizza mech rat? Those look more better, but look at the thermal, that's quite high. Jeez, nah. Maybe it's because there's a lot of rats. But that is quite a high thermal. What the hell? A rat wolf? They're all very cartoony though. Can no one make a series? Oh, that looks quite nice. Shame that the thermal's so high. And I'm too lazy to fix it. What the hell is that? You could probably use those in Resident Evil. They look like they would eat you. Elmo! Right, I think I'm just gonna go back and use one of the first ones just for now. So many to choose from. I think the thermal's really high in that one. This one's too cute, but 66%? That's crazy. How can that be 66%? Let me just throw this down for now, right? I can't even see where it is. Where did it go? It's so small, I can't actually see where the rat is. Oh well, we can't use that rat. I can't find it. Zombie killing can be stressful. Gotta light up every now and then. Yeah, exactly. Just be safe. A dead rat. I see a lot of homeless people with crutches lately. Maybe throw down some crutches or a wheelchair for extra creepiness. This homeless guy is getting a lot of attention here. Or a cat saying #1 dad. He was out looking for the what was that toy that Big Arnie was looking for? He was out looking for the final action figure toy for his son, and he got eaten in the face. Very in theme with the season. Trash bags in the cart. Oh, that's good. What's the thermal? The thermal is actually really high. Really high. I've got too much crap. I can probably optimize it later. Problem is we keep putting things down, so it just keeps getting worse and worse. You know what, let's leave the rat for now, right? I've got some bags in here, right? So we'll put some of these bags in the shopping cart. Maybe I'll make, should I make, let me see how big Jill is. It's quite a thin cart, don't you think? Could probably be a bit wider. But then if I make it bigger, it's too big, right? Yeah. Oh well, we're just gonna have to make these trash bags a bit smaller. Thank you, Jill, for your assistance. I'll just need to make them small but build them up. Like that. I'll need to make a wider one. This is like someone made this in LBP, because the layers, it looks like a really thin one. Let me put one up here on the handlebars. Oh. Some get knocked out on the floor. That'll do. There you go. Right, what else? You want crutches? Do people have? Do people have crutches in Dreams? No, wheelchair. A drivable wheelchair? That sounds pretty cool. Well, the wheelchairs are quite low thermal, so we could probably use it. That character, we could just delete the character from the wheel. What the hell? Mr. Sausage in a wheelchair? Things people make, honestly. Right. Let me see, this looks like low thermal. We just need to delete the ugly floor. I don't know why they bothered putting the floor in. Right. Charles Xavier, your wheelchair has arrived. Right, I don't know where I should put the wheelchair. I don't know if the wheelchair should go like here or here maybe, but since if he was using it, I guess it would go here. Got so much crap now, by the way. We've got too much stuff. Right, we'll change the placement later, right? But he's got a wheelchair now, right? The thermal is at 66% graphics, but we can. I didn't optimize any of the things that we've made since, so maybe we can get that down quite a bit. So I wouldn't worry too much. And at the end of the day, if we get to this point and we ran out of thermal, we'll just make this a loading screen. So we'll do the alley scene, then we'll come through. We'll start a new scene here, and then it means we can keep putting tons of detail into like the one corner. I think that's what a lot of Dreams are missing, this kind of fine detail. Most people would just throw a dumpster down, a homeless guy, some blood, and that's that, but you know, we've thought this through. We've got the bottles, the bricks, the fags, the hat, the wheelchair, all the trash, the boxes, the old fish, trash bags with shopping carts and trolleys. See, we're going to get the detail is going to be off the charts here. Right, see what else has been said here. Did I miss anything else? What does the thermal mean? The thermal just means in LBP it makes more sense. There was a thermometer on the left hand side of the screen, and when the thermometer reached the top it was going to explode, so you couldn't make any more things in your level. So it's still called a thermometer in Dreams even though the graphics different. So thermometer. Now we've got a gameplay one, so that's like, it includes everything but mostly logic. Graphics, obviously graphics, and then the audio. So we've got 3 different ones that we need to watch out for. It's memory, it gets too high if you can't upload yet, exactly. Hey Grim, how are you today? How big of an impact do you think the PS5 will have on Dreams? Do you think it will be able to have a lot more freedom and space? I hope so. But if they do anything like Little Big Planet 3, where it came out on the PS3 and the PS4, the PS4 version suffered because it couldn't really do much extra. It was only catering for the PS3. So if the PS5 is held back by the PS4, then we will get a better frame rate, better loading times. But I think the thermal, I don't know how they're going to adjust that, unless they can do a smart way where Dreams automatically lets people on the PS5 make more detail, and then naturally when you play it on a PS4 it automatically downgrades the graphics. That's the only way I can think of that they can do it. Otherwise they have to release a Dreams 2 at some point, but I'm sure they'll do that eventually, and it will have much more capabilities. Yeah, the rat sucked. I'll need to find a good rat. Too many people have made high thermal rats. I suppose there needs to be a limit for the servers or something. I think they want to make the levels really quick to load as well, so they want to keep it quite low. But yeah, the server space, they don't want people making so much stuff. But in LBP you could only make 20 levels, whereas in Dreams you can make as many levels as you want, so the servers are going to get a lot more cluttered. Also reduce the frame rate quite significantly if it's borderline 100%. Yeah, no crutches, sadly, but we got the wheelchair, so that's good enough. Yeah, we know we need to make some crutches. We should make a zombie using some crutches. What happened there? Message redacted. I missed something important there, didn't I? He was going to end it himself, but luckily a zombie got to him first. So the document should be from the job centre, notifying him that his benefits will be stopped. Alright. Does this have anything to do? Maybe we can go to the job centre later on in the level, and then we can find his records in the job centre. Maybe that would make a good connection. So let me think if I can find some notes or some paper. Let me see. Not music notes, come on people. Paper. A piece of paper. Right, some lined paper. What is this? Old paper. Notepad paper. Ah, okay, look, this guy's got some good stuff. Just double check there's nothing else here. So, some paper towel. Nice. Donald Trump, he's everywhere. I don't know why. Some toilet paper. We've got loads of different papers. Right, that guy back there, he made a collection. And in the collection, it looked like there was something we could use. Here. Right, so we've got a bunch of different things to choose from, right? So we've got this thing that's been dated, maybe that would look good. This is more of a letter. This is a letter too, but it's just like dots. Music. Yeah, we just need some paper, we don't really need to think too much about it. Right, hold on. Oh look! The text wasn't glued in. Hold on, is this his framework here? Where? There we go. I was trying to find where all these notes were. Right, hold on. He's made a real mess of this one. All the notes are everywhere. You know what, right? I could make this with a block. I don't actually need him to make this for me, right? Let me just... Right. I didn't actually need this, right? But I'm deleting it anyway. Can't believe I just did all that just to get a slab. I could have made that myself. Right. Goodbye. Right, here's the note, right? It's covered in blood though. That's the problem. I can't have a note and cover it in blood. Maybe we should put it like here next to his foot. Right. Let me get rid of this X-ray. So now the first logic of the night. I think it's in movers. Right. Put it down here. Right, hold on, I just need to... Right, we're not going to read it from the ground because it's too small, but... Right, let me see, where is it? In scene... Let me just take some of these things away. Right. Dear homeless man. Right. Put that up there, right? That'll do for now, right? There you go, dear homeless man. You can always change the size and stuff later. Don't know if there is there a font size in here, or do I just shrink it maybe? I think I just shrink it. There you go, right? Dear homeless man, right? But what we'll do is we'll make a version that we can zoom in on, and then we can actually read this version, because you're not going to see that version unless we put the... Should the Jill pick up the note and read it in her hands, or should she just look down? Because you could do the camera like this, and then you could just read it like that and see the boot. Or we could just make it from scratch here, right? Let me see here. Right, so what does the note say? Dear Mr. Bell. The question is, why did his benefits stop? Maybe he was infected by the G virus, so he was too ill to turn up for his session at the job centre. That could be the reason. I wouldn't doubt that. It could be the reason. Maybe he used to work for Umbrella and then he got laid off. Right, so let's see. Your benefits will be stopping, right? So we regret to inform you that your benefits what would you say? I've never had one of these letters before, so I don't know how they go. How do they go? Terminated. That sounds like a better word to use. That your benefits will be terminated. On the eve. How brutal was that? Happy holidays. Hey Cugsley, how are you doing today? So I'm a bit late. What kind of horror game is this? I know it's survival, but what's the plot? See, that's the thing, we haven't even decided on the plot yet. Right now, we've just been making some of the environment. So here we've got a Jill here smoking with a hat on a hat. We've got some. We've got a homeless guy here. who's unfortunately lost his battle against the zombie apocalypse, and he just learned that he was losing his benefits from the job centre. So we're going to find this note, and then later on we're going to go to the job centre and we're going to find out why he lost his job. And we've got some trolleys here, we've got a zombie that's waiting for us up here. But if you have any suggestions, things we could do with the graphics or with the level design or the story, just let us know and we'll update it. Right now I was just doing this because it's so stupid. Right, so we regret to inform you. I think I need to fix the text here, hold on. Don't auto fit. Let me take off the shadows. Where's the auto fit? I can't remember. Is it here? Let's see. Stretch this out a wee bit. There we go. So there we go. We regret to inform you that your benefits will be terminated on the eve of Christmas Day. Right? Space, space. Have a great holiday. There you go. Sincerely. The job centre. There you go. Just like that. We've got a letter. There you go. Dear homeless man, we regret to inform you that your benefits will be terminated on the eve of Christmas Day. Have a great holiday. There you go. So I'll put a wee camera on that. Let me see. I'll update this so that when you pick it up it actually goes to a proper screen and stuff. Right now I'll just get a camera. Get it pretty close so you can read it. Right, so this camera looks pretty close. It will only activate once we pick this up. I just need to turn off this. Let me see if I can go into play mode. Oh, he floats. I need to fix that. That's not good. Hey, zombie. Oh wait, he's following me. That's the problem, he's following me. He's floating in the air. Right. You are not allowed to follow me. Right? I just need to delete his following behaviour. I could probably delete all of those, to be honest. I don't really... Unless you want the zombie to come back alive, but that would be funny. After you pick up the note, it comes back alive, tries to kill you. That's a lot of work. Still floats. Hold on, I think I need to... what's this? Is there going to be multiple streams on this stream? Yeah, we're going to keep doing this. So next time we'll pick up where we left off. We won't keep making a new game every time. So we'll do part 2, part 3, part 4 until we actually have something that we can release. Because I think it's a good way to motivate us to keep making things, and we get suggestions from people, and we will have a survival horror game eventually. Are you missing appointments? As you were missing appointments with Mr. Wesker. Yeah, that's a good update. Terminated indefinitely. Merry Christmas, homeless Jack. Oh cool, well maybe not for the homeless man. Yeah, he's not having such a great time, unfortunately. So instead of a mansion, the game will be based in a job centre after hours. Yeah, pretty much. You can imagine, like, you go around the job centre and there's lots of locked doors, blocked entrances. So we need to work our way through the whole job centre. That's like part 1. The mansion is the job centre, and then part 2, we don't know yet, but we'll do the job centre first, because I don't think there's ever been a horror game in a job centre. So most people are afraid to go to the job centre, and usually zombies hang around the job centre, so it makes sense. They wouldn't call him the homeless man. How do you know? He's homeless now, right? This man was respected in his area, working class. He lost his wife and son in a street slaughter while visiting family in Brazil. The zombie outbreak had started there. He wasn't in Brazil, so didn't know what had actually happened. He started drinking, taking drugs, ended up missing appointments at the job centre, and now he's dead. Well, that's a nice backstory for him. I think we can add all that in his file in the job centre. I think that would bring this guy to life. If you use a keyframe, he shouldn't float. Yeah, good idea. I don't know why he's floating. I'm sure I figured this out last time. For some reason, the collision or something like that. I think that's what it was. Let me go out of this. If you go into the collision settings somewhere here, look, movable, collidable. Right, let me see if that fixed it. Yes, it did. It fixed it. Perfect. So it's cause he collides with the floor, so automatically it pushes him in the air. Right, so he's... Hey, how you doing? So he's stuck in it. Oh, the zombie's coming for us. The zombie's chasing us. It's sliding across the floor. Right, so that's good progress. Turn that off. So wait, the story's about Jill, not this homeless guy. Are you sure? Because it seems like the whole thing is about this homeless guy. There should maybe be like a flashback, or maybe the intro for the game, it can be about the homeless guy as he tries to escape the zombies, and then once we start the game, if you notice, it's actually the same homeless guy from the intro. Would make sense. Sounds pretty fleshed out already. Yeah, we'll need to take notes about all of this so we remember. Can we get to 108 chats? Oh, that's me. Well, 118, yeah, it's going up. Hey Mr. 7, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. I love Dreams. I need motivation to get back into it. Any tips? Well, it depends. Do you like to play or create? Because when I kind of lost motivation in Dreams, I just went into create mode, and I didn't take it so seriously, because when I started to try and make like really detailed things, it was a lot of work. So I just go in, I search for things, I place them down, I make a quick game with other people's assets, and then I really enjoy, as long as I'm making something. It doesn't have to be my own assets, it's good enough. And once you release your first or your second game or animation, it feels good, and then you want to keep doing more and more and create a series. So you should just get back into it, but don't force yourself to create anything too big. Just start small and play some of the new Dreams that are coming out, some of the big ones, maybe from the Media Molecule picks. Maybe that gives you some inspiration. Become the best game designer in history. That is definitely the way to go. If you go in with a goal, what do you want to make? What genre? Do you have any set desires, like to become the best game designer or the best at logic or animation or music, and just focus on that? How about there is an opening montage following the zombie outbreak, which follows the homeless guy? It would set the mood. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, like he could be in his wheelchair having a beer, and then suddenly there's the truck driver. He loses control, and the city goes up in flames, and he tries to escape down the alleyway, and sadly he gets chased by a zombie, and that's the history. That's how it ends. And then Jill just walks over, you know, and that's how the game starts. Poor homeless guy. He's going to live down in our memories forever. Can the who? What does that mean? Yeah, you like to create. Yeah, just honestly, just don't try and create something that's like the best ever. Just have fun. Like what we're doing right now, we're just messing around, and one day we'll have something that plays and looks really good. But right now we're just having fun with it. Can the whole story be based around the homeless guy? Pretty much. I mean, what if it turns out the homeless guy was behind the entire zombie outbreak? What if it was him, when he worked at Umbrella or whatever, he was the one that actually created the virus, or he released it to the public? You know, it's all his fault, and it's all to do with this guy, you know? It's like if you ever saw the first Saw movie, when they're in the room and there's a guy in the room, it's all about that guy, that whole movie. So this is all about the homeless guy. And definitely at some point in the game, maybe the last boss, the homeless guy has to come back to life as a zombie, and he mutates into some ultimate homeless guy. I think that would make a good final boss. I think so anyway. Hey Gribble Grunger, how are you? Did you edit another video? We're just discussing the plot details for the game. It turns out that the homeless guy, he was responsible for everything. He started this whole zombie outbreak, and we're going to find out throughout the entire game little drops of details about this guy, and it's all his fault. It started and it ends with the homeless guy. He's going to mutate into a giant homeless monster. New idea for Dreams, a Saw-like game. I mean, you can try and make it. I don't know how far we would get with the gore, but it's definitely a good idea. I would play a Saw game. Right, so what I think we've detailed enough, right? I'm not going to sort any of this logic here, but off stream I'll fix the note. This is the note, by the way, that people wanted. Dear homeless man, we regret to inform you that your benefits will be terminated on the eve of Christmas Day. Have a great holiday. Sincerely, the job centre. So he was having a great day already before the zombie outbreak. Alright, so I'll do most of the logic off stream because it's going to take me a while to hook everything up. So right now we've got a good start here. We'll go towards the zombie here. Is there anything else that we should probably detail more down the alleyway? Maybe an extra dumpster or something like that. So we're going to need some extra stuff here. Maybe some extra dead bodies, maybe. Or maybe there's a zombie feasting on a corpse. Hey Charles Woods. I'm not going to lie, I really like the homeless guy plot twist. Yeah, that would be like the the ultimate twist, and you guys heard it here first. So keep it a secret, right? So when everyone plays this, they'll be super surprised. I have a preview to do, but I couldn't get it done for today, so decided to take my time later and put the vid out tomorrow. Trouble is, Wednesday are the worst days of the week. Oh yeah? Is that the worst day for uploads, or just the worst day for your schedule? So, are you familiar with SCP? SCP? What is SCP? Oh, so you know each other? Nice. Can you plug a keyboard in and type things out rather than using a controller? Yes, you can. You can. I've got a keyboard here. It's in the drawer. I'll probably, when we start to properly type some documents and things, I'll get the keyboard out so it's quicker. Hey, I sent you something that I threw together in game. Is this for the horror? Did you make something for the horror game? Maybe some low poly buildings over the horizon to the left or the right of Jill. Uploads in general. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've never really noticed about Wednesdays specifically. Secure, contain, protect. Yep, that's it. I'm trying to recreate the game in Dreams. It's hard. Oh, it's a game. I didn't realise it was a game. It's on the PC. What kind of game is it? What do you need to do? So I was thinking, like, because it's the alleyway, we would just like keep putting the bricks up, just for now. But we definitely need some buildings for the background of the street here. If I put in a building, hopefully there's nothing too detailed. What is that? Didn't know that was a building. So we've got some blocks there. They're quite cheap. Got ones here. Yeah, I'll need to properly look into the buildings because you need to be a bit more specific with buildings. I'll put these ones out just now. That's so small. Right, hold on. It's like a giant waffle. Right, we'll just put these here just now, right? Just to... Gonna have to be huge though. Huge. A window is about half the size of her. Right, we'll just put them. We'll put them here for now, right? We'll fix it later. Right. There you go. There's another alleyway that you can go through. Right, that'll do for now. I'll put one behind there. We're building it's almost like a Spider-Man city. Right. Part of me wants to start building the mechanics. Hold on, that's why I like connect this to her. I'm not good at logic, so bear with me here. Right. Delete this. We don't want her to jump. Let me see. Let's make it how do you make it automatic again? I can't even remember. Force possess, there. Now she has to be always the one in control. Right, so if we're doing like camera angle, right? And I'll put a camera in here, right? I know you want to do the classic cameras, but let me see if I can do it, because I've never done it before, so this might not go well. Do we use the camera pointer? What is a camera pointer? What does that do? Does that stay like that? Let me see. Is that what that's for? Zoom. No zoom. Sticky. What does that mean? When on, pointer is active and the camera is locked to the pointer position. CP. I think after everything's added, this scene should be rain. The weather, it should be raining. SCP is a fictional company that keeps in weird and deadly creatures. Oh, okay. It's like a survival horror but with anomalous monsters. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's something about old school resi. Wait, I'll check your profile. I can help with logic if you're good to collab. Yeah, I mean, anything you can help with, because I'm trying to do the old school cameras. Never done it before. I don't know if I should use a normal camera or a camera pointer. Does it matter which? I don't know how you adjust the trigger zones. I need to head. Enjoy the rest of your stream, guys. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Jinky's Gaming. We'll probably finish off doing some of these cameras. See if we can get Jill to walk to the end and face the zombie. We've made some good progress. Hey Troy Lewis, do they have analog support now? I think they always had analog support, unless you mean the imp support. No, the imp is still motion control. I think when the full game comes out in February 14th, I think they'll allow you to use the analog to move the imp. So if that's what you're waiting for, you'll probably need to wait until that comes out. You could probably use a regular camera in trigger zones. Yeah, I'm not even sure what the point is of a camera pointer. Right, let me see here. Right, we can adjust these later, right? But just say that's one goes. Let's put it a bit higher. Just say one goes here, right? And we need another one that's like maybe like that or something. I don't know if we should go high or if we should go low, you know. I don't want to block the camera. If we can do it like that, maybe. Just for now. Right, just for as an example. And then we need another one that's more towards the zombie here. Zombie! Right, now to put the trigger zones in, I assume. Right, let me see. Trigger zone number 1. Right, so that's going to link up to this camera. We're going to detect. What are we going to detect? We just need to detect Jill, right? I'll put a tag inside. Hold on. Put a tag in. Just a random tag, just call it player, right? Alright, so this is what I was saying before, the tags weren't always lining up properly, so I need to adjust the tag. Let me just put the grid on here. Oh, it doesn't even work with a grid, does it? I'm guessing that it needs to be like that, or something like that. No. Put it in the core of her body, right? Right, that should work, right? Hopefully. Yeah, I'll see if there's rain that I can put down. And you can use the sizzle effect on the floor to simulate the rain droplets hitting the ground. That sounds good. Gives a lot more atmosphere. Camera pointers are for puppet cameras, right? I have no idea what a camera pointer's for. No idea. Someone already published tank controls logic. I could maybe check, but the problem is if the thermal's really high, it's going to be a problem. Let me see. If you press up on the D-pad, it will automatically scroll through all the tags you made. Yeah, that's a good feature. But you have to press the button on the little area where you would type the name of the tag it looks for. Yeah, it's a good feature. It's I'll show how it works for people that don't know. Let me see if there's a tank controls. Let me see. Tank controls, but there's so many. Tank control character from the PS1 era games. But you have to use the D-pad. Right. This one has the most likes, so let's go with this one. Oh, what's going on here? Right, let's... Oh, it's a bit wonky. Right, hold on, let me just turn her off there now. Right, so you can turn them round, left and right, you can move forward. There you go, there's a tank control guy here. The zombie's coming for us! And then you hold X. Who holds X? Everybody knows it's square. You hold square to run, right? Right, so... Oh, there we go. I just need to fix the cameras so that they actually change. Yeah, see, it's getting a bit... It's clashing a little bit. But we've got something that kinda works, right? So I'll just need to make them switch quite quick. Looks pretty cool, right? And then once we can aim and we can shoot the zombie, I think it'll be even better. And we'll get some sound effects in. Right, hold on. See, these cameras were activating on their own. I don't know why. I just got lucky. Ah, there's a focus distance. Okay. Right, hold on. Let me open this guy's logic. I don't know if he has a player tag, right, but I'm going to put it in here. Right, put it back over here. Oops. It's fickle. Let's see if I can make these cameras change a lot faster. Can you transfer the chip right over to Jill? Maybe? Let me see if I can do it. Because it might clash with Jill's pre-made stuff, but I'll see if I can do it. Very Resident Evil. Hey, Crooked Vulture. Yeah, we had a vote, and most people want the old school cameras. They don't want the more modern version, unfortunately. So I can't make a proper action game, but I guess this will be pretty cool too. Yeah, it's all coming together. It needs a classic footstep sound. Yeah, once we get all the sound effects ready, we'll put that in. If walls aren't thick enough, the camera will not pull into the space properly. You can rectify that by adding invisible material to the other side of the thin wall. Ah, right, that's a good tip. Oh, Gribble, you know everybody. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can replace that chip actually, because uh-oh, I made a mistake. I made her invisible. Right. Uninvisible. Her eyes are gone. Oh no. I broke her eyes, look. They're totally gone now. I don't know what I did. What did I do wrong? Right, let me see if I can transfer this chip over. Let me see. I'm assuming you can just do this, right? Right. And oh. If I put it here, I don't know if this will work, by the way. I'm just having a guess here. Let's see. It doesn't work. She kind of walks a bit weird. She kind of floats around, and she can't turn for some reason. I think I need to adjust it. I need to take a closer look at her logic. Let me see. I think it was connected. Some things were connected to the puppet, maybe. Yeah, I've got no idea. Like if I need to connect, let me see. Is any of this what is that? Oh look, there's something here. I didn't know. This is connected to... It's hard to see what wire's which. This is connected to the result. So we need this thing as well. And it's a rotator, and then when does the rotator go? See, I don't know. I'll need to like really look into this because I haven't got a clue how any of this works. It's going to take some head scratching, I think. Yeah, things can never be simple. See, his logic must be connected to him in some way, specifically. So I must have to like transfer the chip and then hook some things up to her to make it work. I don't know. I'll need to see where all the wires go. On the plus side, her eyes came back, did they? Her eyes are gone. I don't know where they went. I broke the eyes. I don't know where her eyes went. She's blind, forever blind. Seriously, I don't know where. I don't know what I did. I might need to redo her model at some point. Right, let me see if I can fix these sensors. So they activate on, so here we go, you do the tags. It's a lot of tags here. Sorry, that's tags. I just want the player one. There we go. Right, so when you're in this area, just make it as wide as I can. Right, we're in this area. How far did this camera go? Let me see. Right, so once you get around that area maybe, and then the next trigger zone can be linked up to this one, right? Just need to change the location to like there, I guess. It goes to about the shopping cart, right? And then the last one, see, this probably won't work, but fingers crossed, right? We'll put this here onto this one, and then this trigger radius goes over here. Screw it, just do it like that. So this, oh. Just try to see where they should link up. Right, this might work, it might not work, right? We'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to have to move this puppet over here. Right, so we start here. There's the note. There's the poor wee homeless man who we just walk over out of disrespect. Got a zombie coming towards us. Right. Right, it's not snapping. I need to find out how to snap it. How do you snap the cameras? I'm assuming it's because it's on smooth. I need to cut. That would make sense. Right, there we go. Hopefully that's a simple fix. Let me see. Alright, seems to be okay. Not quite, the last one, not good. But the first two were okay. I don't know if it was the trigger zone that was the problem. Let me see. It's not transition time, is it? Just to be sure, I'll get rid of that. Right, let's see if that works. It's all about tweaking now, seeing what actually works and what doesn't work. Right, so that last one doesn't trigger properly. So that goes to there. Alright, I think I need to overlap this one maybe. I don't know. Let me see. The last one doesn't work for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if I did something wrong maybe. But for some reason, the last one... Oh wait, I think I did it wrong. I added them both to the one camera. Stupid. Stupid. Easy fit. You probably told me in the comments, I've just not been looking yet. Right, I had to figure that one out on my own, right? Right. Please work. Yeah, there we go. It all works now. And I did it on my own. Boom. Boom. How good does that look? Right, let's increase the atmosphere here, right? I don't think there is much Resident Evil music. I'll have a look and see. Yeah, transferring logic is a bit like learning open heart surgery. Yeah, it's horrible. I hate it. I'm not good enough at logic, but then trying to dissect other people's logic, it's difficult. Neon the Coder has a 17-minute tutorial on how to make tank controls for Dreams. Yeah, that would be a good watch. Good watch. See, the only thing that I would prefer with tutorials is if they were like step by step, like this, do this, do this, do this. Whereas when I watch Neon the Coder, it's more like free flowing, like okay, let's do this, and oh wait, that's a mistake, let me change that, and then I have to go back, and then you know, I prefer like, okay, step one, step two, you know, like more edited, more punctual, because that's the way I prefer. Because if you're just like chilling out, I feel like I can't really find what I'm looking for. I need to like go through the video. But it's good that it has tutorials. I'll need to have some patience and watch them all. I'm using the same gel, and mine is also doing that weird floating while moving. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. They were there when she was floating around. She's got wandering eyes. Yeah, our eyes disappeared. I don't know where they went, honestly. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Is it because the trigger zone has too much of a gap for the last one? Yeah, it's just because I linked it up to the wrong camera. See, the way that I positioned the cameras, right, I thought that camera was facing this way and this camera was facing the other way, but it's not. It's the opposite way around. Because look, I thought this one should have been here and this one should have been here, but you learn, right? I'm the same. I prefer to see each step clearly so I can think it through before moving on to the next step. Yeah. As long as it's like nicely laid out, edited, you know. Because if it's like this, like the way the stream's going right now, it's like more free flowing. That's the way the tutorials are like, and I don't focus when I'm trying to like focus, like, oh, I need to learn, where was that step that I did last time? Do I need to go back 2 minutes, 3 minutes? You know, it's hard to find where things are, then I get frustrated. I think I watched a tutorial and it was like almost 40 minutes long, and it was how to make a 2D platformer. In 40 minutes, you didn't need to do 40 minutes, you could easily cut that down to like 5 minutes, because the basics were there. Use this logic, these settings, put these wires in here, and that's it. You know, you don't need all the, you don't need me to go like this, oh, is it here, or is it in here, or maybe it's here, or this here, you know, it just wastes time, you know. Jimmy Jules and Lady Lex break logic down nicely. Ah, very good. Do they break down the logic itself, or do they show you how to make things? Like, oh, make a first person shooter or third person shooter or an RPG, or, because if they can do some step by step stuff, I think that would be pretty cool. Right, let me just see if there's any music. I don't know why, I just check in here just in case there's like, to get rid of all the puppets and things, just so I can see the music. I think effect fields? No, not effect fields. music clips. I think that's the songs. Right, let's see if there's anything else for Resident Evil. There's literally just those ones I found. There's nothing for Resident Evil. Let's see if I put in like a city or something. No. How do you find something that's like Resident Evil? Because all of these things are a bit too much. Background music, maybe that's what I'm looking for. Maybe horror ambience, maybe. This guy's ripped his song straight off the internet. It's so difficult to find, isn't it? Can I find a collection? Maybe that's easier. I made my version of an old Resident Evil with tank controls and fixed cameras. I've been working on it during the stream. Oh, very good. So we can just use yours once you're ready. That's pretty cool. Saves me having to do all that. Comfort, I can never say his name right, is something many people need to watch to learn how to do tutorials. I know that Jimmy Jules was inspired by him. Yeah, he made a lot of good LBP tutorials. I think a lot of people were trying to make tutorials, but they never... I would always watch it and they go, oh, I made a mistake, I need to go back, and it's like, just edit your videos, you know, and then that way you'll make a good tutorial. They go through each logic tool individually, really good stuff. Yeah, that's good if someone can properly explain like all the settings. I had a look at the music settings, and some of the stuff in there, like I don't even know what it does or what it means. So if I ever want to research that stuff, I'll need to check out these videos. I know there's a save room theme on the verse. Yeah, it's just the Resident Evil 2, but it's quite calm. It's not very good for what we're looking for right now. I'm in doubt. Just use the sound of rain for the starting area, very atmospheric. Is there a planned schedule for these streams? Yeah. Right now we're just doing the crate stream on Tuesday. Depends on your time zone. If you're from the UK, it's around, it depends, like it might be around 5 or 6 GMT, and if you're in the east of the United States, I guess around 12, between 12 and 1 EST. Every Tuesday we'll do a crate stream, and every Saturday we'll do a level playthrough. But who knows, like I said, I put out a video today that pretty much documented everything we're going to do with streams and videos, and if these crate streams, if people want to see more of these, then I can try and do more throughout the week. So right now it's just on Tuesday, the crate stream, but I'll do more through the week if you guys want it. And then Saturday will probably be playing the levels like we always do, because we've got to play Daniel's level. Most of you probably don't know what that is. Well, let's see if I can find any kind of... That's got kind of a Resident Evil kind of vibe. Yeah, he's pretty good, but I don't know if he does Dreams videos, because I haven't heard about him since. I know he does LBP videos. Right, what have we got here? That's like Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Creepy. That's more like Resident Evil. But I don't know if it fits what we're looking for right now. Oh. I think I'll just pick something right now. Like, I'll just take that for just now, right? And then I'll get the rain. Would the rain be a sound effect or an effect field? I don't even know. What are effect fields? What are these? Is this for people that make music? Let's see if I can find rain. It's got some thunder. Suppose it depends how heavy you want the rain to sound. Oh, gotta have crows in Resident Evil, right? That's quite heavy. Try these two. Right, let's see how this makes the atmosphere. I need to tweak the volume and stuff, but it seems quite cool. Right, we just need to find some rain now. If I can find the effect. Rain. But I need the visual rain. This, oh, look how high that is, 44%, no way. No thank you. Static rain, no, I don't want static rain. Oh, there's the impact. Why is it so high though? That's crazy. Look at that, 82%. That doesn't look like rain to me, it looks more like fairies. 1%, that's more like it. Right, let me see what that looks like. Let me see. See, once I put this rain down, it's hard to pick it back up again. Oh. I think I totally broke it. Let me put that down again. I think this is like the entire scene, basically. It's really hard to pick it up because it's like really thin lines. I don't know. Let me see. I think I moved it too far. I can't even see. Seems to be everywhere in the scene. I just can't see it. I can see it a little bit there. Maybe that kind of rain is good for big scenes, whereas we want more focused rain. So Unless I can tweak that rain. I need to find something that looks good in a small area. Heavy downpour, please. Like, oh, this looks good, but it changed the light for us as well. Maybe it did us a favour. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know how to make it so that it's... Hold on, I need to get rid of this light here. Ah. Can I delete that? Just for now. So you've got all these wires around. I mean, is that rain good enough for you? Maybe there's a better way to do it, I don't know. To increase the speed. Oh, evil. If I put down a... I don't know, that rain seems okay, I just don't know how to improve it. You can change like the speed or... Yeah, so these are the kind of things I'm going to need to experiment with to see how these effects work. I'm not really used to using them. Make some rain, it only takes a few minutes. I've never made anything in this game. Anything. I just use the community stuff because it's so much quicker. Someone's made rain, but I don't know, it's like I can't really see it, you know. I don't know if it's the lighting or what other factors, but I can't see the rain. Hey Porky Pick, nice to see you. How are you today? Yeah, we're trying to make a survival horror. We've made a little start at it, and so far it's alright. We put a lot of detail into this homeless guy. That's what most of the stream was. And got a zombie coming for us there, and we've got the screens changing now, doing different views. Got some rain, some sound effects, some ambient music. So it's coming together quite well. I've got a note down here, I just need to activate the logic to pick it up. We've also got a Jill Valentine model, but we don't know how to use her yet. So we're stuck with the basic puppet until for now. But I'm liking it so far. How long have we been doing this for? I guess it's been like 2.5 hours. And for 2.5 hours, I think we've made decent progress. So what I'll do is off stream, I'll fix some of the logic to see if we can get Jill working. I'll get the note working. And I'll try and get the rain, the ambience stuff looking good. And if we can get Jill to aim the gun at the zombie, I'm sure I can do that. Tank controls, I think they're pretty easy to program in Dreams. You just need to point and aim, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh yeah, Gribble Gringer, he knows everybody. Here's the man you need to ask about rain. Oh, you have a rain asset collection? Well, let's have a look. I'll delete this rain for now, right? See, it's good to have you guys around because you all have the knowledge of who has what Right, let's see. Is it the same PSN ID that you use? I can't remember. Let me just assume it is. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's see your elements. Let's search for your rain. Uh-oh, there's no rain. Have you shared any rain? That's just my luck. And a collection here. I think you said collection. There's the nature, the gore, objects, modern, sounds, characters, runes. Oh, okay. I don't know where it would be. Modern kit. We could probably use that at some point. Some doors. Yeah. It's good because normally we've just been searching for things, but if we can find a collection, then we can have a wee look through. See what we can find. Yeah, some nice structures here. Some walls. We already used a wall from someone else. Just let me know once you've sent the it's not listed. Oh, you need to list rain. We need rain. Everybody needs rain. Otherwise, we've got shoddy rain. Because I couldn't find any other rain. Let me see. Because the problem is, a lot of people, their rain is very high thermal. So it doesn't really work too well. So like this, is this good rain? I mean, it looks like it's good rain. But is it good rain? It's more cartoony rain, but I can see it more. Zombie, see you later. No thank you. Right, we need the... We also need the footsteps. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Can I change the colour of this? Can we make red rain? No, we can't. Apparently if you try and make red rain... Oh, you can, look. Right, I'll just delete that from... Oh no. I need to look for the footsteps, the sound effect for the footsteps. Footsteps. But I don't want really stupid footsteps like do. No, not snow, not grass. Stone. Sounds like Resident Evil to me. But here's the problem, how are we going to put it in the puppet, because I don't know the logic. Let me see. Right, there should be a sound effect one already, right? How does that work? Right, these are all the default ones. Maybe I could just use one of these, right? How do I turn the volume up? I don't know how this works, man. I'm awful at this. Can I not just like... Oh, come on. Can I not just like put this in here and attach it to the foot impact? I don't know if this will work. Bear with me here, right? Let me see. It works. You can't really hear it much because of the sound effects. Hold on. I'll disable these just for now. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, we've got two different ambient rains. Right. Yeah, we can hear it now. It's pretty good. So now we can put our sound effects back on. I noticed I have crows and rain, and I've got another rain ambient. Maybe I don't need both. Okay, let me see this one. The rain doesn't sound so good on this. I really just wanted that one for the crows. Right, turn these back on, please. So we need to get good rain. But so far, turn the volume down a bit, but then we've got the footsteps, we've got the ambient sounds, we've got the rain sounds, the footsteps. It's all good. Right. Did you find the name? It's LB Animation. By the way, do you know I've did this whole stream and I haven't even saved once. I'm that much of a renegade. Let me just save it just to be safe. You can create rain using a paint stroke, then scoping into it and tweaking a few settings. Yeah. I guess I'm just too lazy right now, but I'll need to figure out how that works. Change the setting to always be around the camera ember. The setting to always be around the camera area. I have no idea what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Can I... Let me see. I'm guessing I have to exit here. Let me see. Oh, old Resident Evil. Yeah, he's working on a... Let me just quickly see what he's working on. Oh, nice. So this is what Red Stool from the comments, this is what he's working on. So he's got Jill. Look, she's kind of dragging her legs like a zombie, which is quite strange. I'll probably need to do a custom animation. But she can aim and she can fire, which is quite cool. That's a nice little touch. So once... Oh, here comes the zombie. It takes a while to kill though. Right, so he's working on that just now, which is pretty good. So hopefully once he gets that tweaked, we can import that into the main game. So let's see, spot rain. Let's see. Oh nice, you got the rain on the floor as well, which is quite good. So how I don't mean to sound like a noob, but how do I import this if it's not private, is it? Because if I remix the rain, this is the scene, right? Let me see. If I go back in here, will it let me search for it? I have no idea how to import. Spot rain. There we go. You've got a rival. You've got rain spot, but it's the thermal's really high. At least your thermal's quite low. So I'm guessing for your rain you have to like keep placing it down. Right, let me see if I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. I wish there was an easier way to control how you hold the rain, because once I put this rain down, it's kind of hard to pick it back up again. Right, let me just mess around with this, right? Just bear with me, right? This'll just do for now, right? Right, let's see. Did I do a good job? I think I did a good job. There we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Like, you've got the nice effect on the floor as well. So we'll get rain, we've got the environment, some sound effects. I think we've done quite a lot actually. And then once we go out here, obviously we'll sort out this part, but we'll probably make it a new scene, because this outdoor part is probably going to have a lot of buildings and it's going to take up a lot of thermal. So we're going to max out this alleyway. We're going to make it so detailed, like the rest of it down this end. We're going to keep detail on the rest. But so far so good. Once we get the controls sorted, let me just save that again so I don't forget the rain. In the rain flex. Ah, okay. Oh, right. I get what you mean now. When it emits the rain, it goes like around the camera. Right, I got what you mean now. Yeah, I'll do that now. Yeah, so whenever the camera is facing, the rain will surround it, giving the illusion of global rain. Ah, that's quite a handy tip. Remix it, save it, then import it. That's alright, we got it now. If you go into the flex, you can adjust them to always be around the camera. You can change scale if you want better visual, and like Grip says, have the rain all over. Okay. Let me see. I need to like open it up maybe. It's in here somewhere. Do you know where it is? Because I don't have a clue. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe this is the wrong menu. Ah, here. It's here, isn't it? Around the camera. So what was it on before? It was on a disc. So it's around the camera. So the first one's around the camera, right? And the other ones are... Right, let me see. Let me just delete all these again. So Could I technically just use the one piece of rain and then put it around the camera? Okay, so now it's just the floor that I need to sort. Alright. I guess the floor rain is independent. Right, let's see how that works. I'm not sure how the floor rain works, because the floor rain it doesn't go all over. Let me see, what was it on before? I can't even remember now. Could you disassemble the Jill character and attach the parts onto the tank controlled puppet? I suppose I could. I mean, it'll take a little bit of fiddling around, but I probably could do that and just use the Jill, make it look like her. Yeah, sizzle the floor up to create the effect of the rain droplets. The floor effect will probably be at different heights depending on the individual cameras. Okay. Don't know what this is. Copies, spread. I'm just experimenting here. I'm not, because look, you can spread it all in a line. What does this do? All directions. Yeah, because look, if I put the camera up here, it comes up here. I don't know. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what the best setting is for the ones on the floor. Hey TikTok War God, how are you today? Is there trophies for the game yet? No, not yet. Once the full game comes out on February the 14th, I'm sure they'll have trophies by then, as we'll hopefully we'll have a lot of different features. Yeah, that will launch. Be at the launch, yeah. I wonder what the trophies will be like, if they'll be pretty simple to achieve. Because I remember on the original Little Big Planet, you had to like ace all the levels, and some of those levels were hard. And then you had to get like so many hearts and so many plays on your levels, and people got desperate because they weren't getting plays. And then everyone did heart for heart because they wanted the trophy. So hopefully there's no trophy that encourages heart for heart. I think that would be the worst thing ever. So what do we need to add now? I don't actually know. Just gonna put it like that, right? We'll leave it, we'll fix it later. I'll probably disassemble Jill and put her in the other puppet later, because right now Red Stool, he's building his own Jill Valentine, so maybe he gets that sorted so we don't have to import, because he's building his own logic. If he does that, we'll use his once it's ready. The platinum trophy will make the imp invisible and mute it. Oh, that would be perfect. The gold trophy will be push that fog back. Yeah, everybody hates the fog. It's a nightmare. To platinum Dreams, you have to complete every creation in the Dreamiverse. I know some people will actually do that. They'll do anything for a platinum. You know, there's a guy called Hakum, I think that's how you say his name. He has like the most PlayStation Platinums in the world. All he does is platinum games. And I saw a picture of him once and he's like that. Like his eyes are like bulging out of his head. I think I read once that he only gets like 4 hours sleep every night, and every other hour of the day he just plays games, and he eats and he plays games at the same time. It's like his whole life is to play games. I don't know how he can afford it. Like, does he not have work to go to? Unless he's somehow funding himself platinum in games. I don't know how he does it. It's crazy. So I need to see what we're gonna do with the... We can't do the action scenes right now until the puppet's ready. Let's get a zombie sound effect. See, I'm probably going to redo all the vocals because I want to do a zombie of myself, and I don't want to record it right now. I'm too ashamed. But let me see if I can find a decent zombie sound effect just for now. Zombie. Oh, that sounds like Resident Evil. We'll keep that for later. What else? Sounds like it. Try and get as... oh, not instruments. Try and get as many of these as we can. That sounds kind of interesting. It's more like a wild animal, but... I guess it's good just to build a collection. It won't take up so much thermal, right? That's the crow. Oh, that one's good, I like that one. If I can put that on her. Where the hell did that go? Open that up, put that in there. I'll need to make a radius though. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Excuse me if I do this wrong. But I was just going to do like a trigger zone. And then if you walk in the trigger zone with the name player. What the hell? Did she just jump in the air? Victory zombie! Right. Put that as a square. She's still in a victory pose. I think I should probably delete that level complete because it's not necessary. Right, just for talking's sake, right? Right, and I'll make it a bit bigger. I don't really need the Z, I suppose. Right, let me just make it. I'll make it bigger. Screw it. Make it as wide as possible. So once she gets to about, let's make it 10 meters, right? The sound effect should play. Right? Play once, just for now, right? That was all the sound effects going off at once. She's right there. So it worked. Hold on, brace yourself. That's pretty cool. We're getting some atmosphere going now. Oh, imagine once you can start to shoot these zombies. It's going to be so good. I want to make a safe zone soon. Low self-esteem can do that, yeah. Surprised you didn't get a platinum for finishing off Danielle's adventures. Oh my god. See, I don't know, remember on Saturday, Gribble, you were watching the stream, and then you left, and then Daniel came in and he asked us to play his game, and I played it because I thought, oh, it'll be good. And it took me almost 2 hours to finish the guy's game. He had 52 levels. 52 levels in his game. And I sent it to every Dreams YouTuber because I'm determined to put everyone through the same suffering that I went through. So if you see it that I sent you, that's why you have to play this game. It's called Daniel's Adventure, and it's like 52 levels long. You're going to have the greatest time in the world when you play it. You'll see. Because this Saturday he's already made a sequel and I need to play it on Saturday. It's going to be great. Be there. It's taken me about a decade to get 8 plats. Wow. I can't remember how many plats I have. I think I have about 60 maybe. I used to get them on the PS3, but then the PS4 I stopped. Too much of a backlog. Too much things to do. But now and again I'll get a platinum. But there's too much to play, and Dreams eats up a lot of your time, so there's not much time. I think that female zombie is literally a rip from Resi 2. Yeah, it probably is. That's the best sounds. If I ended up redoing the sounds, it probably wouldn't be as good. So maybe the rips are better. The only problem with chat is I can't sing. You can't sing? Well, you could you could import some music for us and we can play your singing voices. Maybe you can be trapped inside here and you're singing to yourself, hoping that the zombies go away. At least you can just sit back and enjoy your sucky smoky thing while somebody else does all the work for one, Scribble. What? Your sucky smoky? Is that like code for your cigarette or something? That's exactly what you're doing, G. Hey Cogsley, welcome back. I'll show you the progress we've made with the sound effects and the rain. He's a nice guy, but ends up trolling everyone. No matter how hard I tried, he just wouldn't join in with chat. Yeah. The guy has a persistence. Oh yeah. That's what last Saturday, that's all I got was play it, play it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting to it. Play it, god damn it. I'm like, fine, I'll play it. And I thought it was going to be a really short level, but it wasn't. Joke's on me. But it's kind of funny. It actually made a funny stream, but I had a splitting headache by the end of it. I wouldn't want to put you through that. It would be worse than Daniel. Yeah. It's true, Resi 2 had the best zombie sounds, undisputed. I wonder I can't even remember what they did for the remake, if they did anything new with the sound effects. Right. We've got some rain, I've got the zombie. There we go. Classic Resi 2. Oh. If anybody wants a cameo in this game, by the way, their voice or you want a note written with your name or some kind of hardware store, maybe we could do like Gribble's hardware store or something. Maybe that would be good. But I think we've did quite a lot today. I think we need to refresh and brainstorm what's coming next. We still don't know what's going to happen with with the story. Why exactly are these zombies here, and what do we need to do? Right now, our only idea is that the homeless guy, he's behind it all, and we need to go to the job centre, and the job centre is going to be the first proper area that you need to explore. So, but we don't really have a big story or an overarching plot or anything like that. A cameo sounds cool. I might upload a death screen or something. Yeah, anything you want, we'll put it in. It's like that Hollywood screen that's in like every movie. I should probably find that on the internet and put it in. I think that would be quite good. The best way of killing that zombie is to walk around. By the time it gets to you, it will have rubbed itself into just a neck stump and a head. Yeah, or the spine will just crack in half. Maybe that's a good thing, because in the original Resident Evil you could run around the zombies, you didn't have to kill them all. So I won't make them so fast, I'll let you run around. And maybe I'll put in an Easter egg for you. If you run around the zombies so much, they'll start to shave away. I can't wait to see the scene with a change of lighting. Well, I can try and do the lighting now, but I'm not that good at it. I haven't really practiced. So where the hell is the lighting? Right, I've got a light. Oh, not a light. What is it? The sun and sky? The fog? A grade, an effect? Right, let me put a sun and sky here, right? Just for talking's sake, what am I doing? You can actually change the fleck type of... Oh, that's horrible. They're all so bad. Stick with the default. Right, so the sun... I assume this is going to be at night time. So it's going to be dark, right? And then we can put like some street lamps or something. I assume it's going to be at night time. The sun is not visible. And then we've got some clouds. We don't really want a bright sky, do we? We want a really dark sky, but not that dark. That's a bit dark. Sky saturation. The colour. I guess we just want a black sky. Can we do that? How do we make a black sky? Am I doing something wrong? Ah, right, the intensity of the tint. See, I don't want the whole scene to go black though. I want it like LBP. I want the sky black, but I want the scene lit, if that makes sense. So like if I made that black like that, right, sky's black, maybe not black, but like a dark blue, right, almost black. Go for that. And then the sun, we'll make the sun as dark as we can. So I still need to put in like street lamps and stuff to make it look a bit better. I don't want to make it too dark, you know. See, I'm going to have to experiment on this. This is not my forte. Like an eraser, yeah, exactly. Death by friction. Maybe put some skis on it out of pity. Abrasion, erasion. Oh. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Lols. Didn't really think the stream would last this long. Yeah, me neither, to be honest. But we'll do the lighting, and then I'll see if there's anything else you want to do before I go for something to eat. So whilst I've still got most of you here, what did you think of the crate stream? Because this is something I'd like to do more often. Because I enjoy playing levels, but I like being in crate mode too. And I've got a lot of stuff that I'm working on, but normally when I'm creating on my own, I like to take my time, and that's why I wanted to do this stream, so that everyone could have their say on what they wanted me to do. And it would involve you a lot more, you know. By the way, I don't know what I'm going to do with this lighting. I think I'm going to have to take a crash course, because I still don't have a clue. What do these do? Grade and effects. What is this? Oh, you can change the brightness. Ah, so you don't need the sun. You can just use the brightness. Oh, the saturation. Oh, noir. I like it. Oh, some crazy contrast. So I could make it brighter. Like, I could make the... Where the hell did that sun go? I can turn the sun down, right? But everything's all blue because of the sky. I'm just messing around here. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let me just experiment here. How bright can you get it? Still quite blue though. Screen effects. Hold on, let me turn this all back on again, so I can see what I'm doing. Shadows, midtones, highlights. Fading out at the edges. Oh! I don't know. I don't think that has much use for me. Maybe if you were like running out of health or something, you could do like that. It's like we're dying. Bloom. Whatever. I'm not much of an Instagram person, so I don't know what all this stuff does. Grain effects, that's quite awful, isn't it? What? A sharpen? Oh. Blurry. Oh. Motion blur. Camera, nah. Camera blurred, nah. Nobody wants that. Oh, what the hell is this? That is a weird setting. I don't think I've seen anyone use this before. That's one weird setting. It's like you're looking in through the peephole in the door, you know? That's quite cool. Someone needs to make a game with that. Hue. Oh. Pixelation. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Look at that. Scan lines. Oh, if you're on a screen. What the hell did that do? Glitch effects. Glitch Y. Yeah, some interesting things. Things I'll need to play around with. Let me see what you were saying. Turn the sky brightness down. I don't know how much. guess bring it down to like here. Go for 20 maybe. I don't know what I should do with the sun, because until I put like street lamps in, the lighting's not going to be very good. And then you've obviously got this brightness, you know. Just make it bright just now until I put the street lamps in. I'll need to import some Resident Evil music for next time. I think it'll be good. Like it, very interactive, keep it coming. It's a good idea. Inspired to try throwing assets together myself. Yeah, that's all I do. And then afterwards, once we get the level working, we can go back and decide, okay, let's change this asset, let's make something ourselves, let's improve an asset. Because then we know we definitely want to use that asset, we're not wasting time. So just get everything, the rough idea. As long as it's playable, the graphics are second, they don't matter. The graphics do not matter, because it's only if you can make something that's, the gameplay is good, the level design is good. Once you've got that ready, then focus on the graphics, and maybe that helps with the thermal as well. It's a great idea. I think it will do well once you get into your stride with it. My viewers are forever asking me to do one, so I know people want it. You should definitely do it, definitely. And let me know what your schedule is so I can tune in to watch one of your streams. Weirdly, the sun has less effect on lighting than the sky. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know why the sky has any effect, to be honest. I was planning on adding a segment at the end of my streams for this sort of thing though, but with things a bit thin on the ground, I might follow your lead. Yeah, you should give it a go, experiment, see how it goes. If people like it, if you enjoy it, you can make a separate stream just to do with creating, because I'm just experimenting right now, because I only played levels on streams, so I'll try and create at least once a week. If people enjoy it and they want to make more progress on this game, then maybe I'll take more days in the week to stream. Just try to work it all out just now. So I've got some time off just now for the holidays, so I can afford to stream multiple days. So for now, it's all good. That's the beer goggle slider. Yeah. Yeah, pushing the sky brightness to full gives you a much more realistic daytime light. You can always use studio lights as you work. Yeah, I think that was up here, wasn't it? The studio lights in here. Yeah, so here we've got the awful basicness of it all. Yeah, but right now the lighting's not so good because you can't really see the detail because it's too dark. But I wonder if there's already like street lamps made, because I'm so lazy. I don't want to make my own yet. Street lamp. These are like old lamps. I need to watch the thermal. Some of these thermals are so high. Something like that. I mean, you wouldn't have one of these in an alleyway, you'd have it more like here, right? It's quite powerful as well. Let's put that down there now. But that is quite powerful. Hold on. So what did this person use exactly? Text display, or what did they... It's so bright, cover your eyes. It's the only way that I can How do you update this? Where's the light itself? Why do people need to make this so complicated for me? Something like that. Oof. It's dead huge. I don't know, I'm just going to have to play around the lighting, I think. I don't think it's going to be so good for me. The position of the sun, however, does change the angle of the shadow, so try and move it around and get the nice shadows. Ah, okay. Let me see. The position of the sun. Ah, okay. So you can change the direction. Nice. Maybe put it sort of looking down on things, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have to experiment on this, but it's some good tips here. I've never worked on the lighting before, it's all new to me. I don't even know, how did the person make this light? Like, is that just like an object that glows? I thought they would have used like a spotlight or something. Let me see. Is that all it is? It's just a glow? Yeah. Can you change the radius of the glow? Okay, I don't know. Right, so there's what we have so far. Darkness. So I think we did a pretty decent amount today. Learnt some useful tips from you guys. So hopefully that'll come in handy next time. Let me just catch up before I go. So I have a question. Do you also review Dreams, or do you mainly just make them? Well, on the channel I make videos and I cover some Dreams. I don't really review, it's more like I describe the dream and I give some minor opinions on certain things. Things I liked or things I thought they could have did different. I don't really analyse, it's not like a review. It's more like a preview, but usually nowadays on Saturday I just live stream some levels, and then you'll get my live reaction to those levels, and then I'll take that footage and I'll make videos on some of the best ones that I've played to give some more in-depth analysis, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, so you answered that it plays on Saturday. You can also grab the ball and change where the sky effect appears. Oh, okay. This one too? I don't even know how this works, by the way. Well, I'll work on it. I see, thanks. I am working really hard on the CSP and would love to get a review. Do you have a finished version, or do you plan to have it finished soon? If you have it finished, just send me share the dream to the profile. It's LB animation. So I'll go back now. Hold on. I think I need to save this one more time. Right, so let me go back here. So yeah, here. Just send the dream here, and then I'll play it next time I get the chance. Probably live on Saturday. You could always add a few dim diffuse lights just to highlight certain spots. Yeah, it's a good idea, because I know you have the spotlight and then you have the diffuse. So what I'll do is, off stream, I'll brush up on some of the lighting. I'll add in some logic for picking up the note. I'll hopefully have the puppet ready, the Jill puppet. So I'll import all the limbs, or if the other one's ready, I'll use that, so we can get the aiming and the shooting, and we can defeat the zombie, put some more detail in the scene. And once all that scene's done, I think on the next create stream we can maybe do I don't know if we'll do a cutscene, like an intro to the game that leads into the alleyway, or if you want to just go ahead and do the point after the alleyway, go into the street. But yeah, it's good progress. As long as we get one area done every time, I think we should make good progress. And maybe I'll do more create streams. Right now it's just one a week, but I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do more, because we made good progress and people seem to enjoy it, so why not, right? But if you have Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at LB Animation, and then I'll probably tweet when I'm going live, just in case you forget or you miss the day. I thought the date said 2017. What date? Yeah, no problem. So if you send it to me, I'll play it on Saturday or whenever you've created it. I'll be there next stream. Yeah, great. That's great to have you. Saturday's probably just going to be a gameplay stream. Maybe we'll do some creating as well. Maybe I'll do some play mode, some create mode. We'll see how it goes, what people are in the mood for. I need to play Daniel's massive 4-level adventure, I promised, so I'll definitely do that first. Got quite a bit done there, nice work. Yeah, thanks. It actually helped that I had people here. Oh, talk of the devil, here comes Daniel. And yeah, it was good. And I've got some projects that I'm working on my own. Maybe I'll stream those one day. It'll help me to actually finish them, maybe. But yeah, it was good session today. Brilliant stream. Hopefully I can find the time to watch your next one. Don't forget, hit the like, folks. Oh yeah, do all that mumbo jumbo. Like, subscribe, all that jargon. So if I do another create stream during the week, I'll let you know, either through Twitter or one of those YouTube posts. If not, then it will be on Saturday, where I'll play a bunch of levels. If there's some time, maybe I'll do some creating then as well. Alright, so it was great to see you all again. Don't worry, Daniel. It's coming on Saturday. It's coming, I promise you. You'll be the first level that we play, right? So thanks for watching, guys. It was a great stream, and have a great Tuesday and enjoy the rest of your week. Alright, see you later, guys. Bye bye.